What's up, dude? I just make beats, bro. I love like if it all comes down to producing and the the I guess if you boil it all down, it's about the music, as I said before. And um, let me go. Let me just keep going through. Um, I want to just talk about these photos because they're flipping sick photos. The top right photo is me and Drew Taggart, aka one half of Chainsmokers. He is a boss and an insane writer and producer and crazy person. So I got to go to their house where they have their studio, and it's like every producer's dream. It's insane, and we've been working together, and yeah, they're insane. And then the photo to like the left of it, it's a little bit smaller. It's me holding up a Rick and Morty toy, Mr. Poopy Butthole. I'm sorry, excuse my language. And wearing headphones, and I'm recording him. He's laying down some vocals. And then the bottom right photo is me and my best friend, Lorne Padman, who's an absolute legend. He helps me on a lot of my tracks in terms of an A&R perspective. Works very closely with Dim Mak as the vice president, and Dim Mak's been amazing to me and helped me a lot. If it might be really hard to see, but in the photo with me and Lorne, if you look in the back left corner, you may see Steve Aoki. Is it visible? Can you see it? No? Damn. Okay, well there's a mannequin Steve Aoki, and he's in the corner holding this like orb ball thing that like lights up. It's sick. I want to go through just like kind of my producing kind of process and ideas. I love starting with like acapellas, like remixing songs. Then after I've like kind of got an idea for like what that, remixing that acapella, you just take that acapella off and you have an original idea. It's an awesome way to get into like getting original ideas by like feeling creative and basing ideas off what other people are doing and turning it into your own thing. Spotify tunes versus club bangers. I mean, bangers doesn't have to be in the club; could be festival bangers. There's a good difference between those two because you're appealing to different markets. You're appealing to I don't know, dads and mums, the Spotify tunes, people who don't go to clubs, people who don't go to festivals, not even mum, dad, anyone. Like, I was just referencing older people because, I feel like all younger people are like into the bangers, but I've made quite a few songs that have been really good for Spotify, and it really kind of widens my market to go, I can actually like produce not just like SoundCloud bangers or just beat loops or something like that, but I can actually make songs that go a lot further than just like being like a 2-minute song that has just 2 drops and it has this weird vocal at the start. And I mean, they intertwine, and some of them do work, some of them don't work, but being able to open yourself up to that market is just, there's a lot more opportunity in there as well. And also it's it's amazing for me because I feel I can get a bit more creative and with my music tastes. And I mean, like yesterday I was working on this like techno beat, and it's this nothing that I've ever tried making before, but it was like super weird. And I'm like, I mean, if this doesn't work, I could, we could see who else wants it. But it was also like a cool creative process for me to get out of my normal zone of trying to make, the dirtiest bangers. But and then the club bangers are just always the funnest to make because it's, I don't know, I feel like it's what I like started out trying to replicate. I tried, copying other or being influenced by other people's beats and songs, and to come out with my own kind of version of like what that sounds like, but with my touch on it. Collaborations. That's, I think, is the best move to further yourself as a producer and also as an artist, because I feel like that's like one of the main reasons why I started moving along my timeline of being an artist and DJ so quickly, was like I collaborated with a lot of not like huge artists above me, but like maybe one step ahead of me that knew a few more things that I didn't know. And so therefore, like when we would change sessions with each other, I would be able to be like, oh man, this is how you like compress that kind of bass synth, or you lay out it this way, and I learned so many things by just collaborating with different DJs or artist producers that were above me. And also it's great because you get to reach a wider market. So like when you advance along the timeline a little bit, you open yourself up to their fans that you're doing. So obviously I've been working with the Chainsmokers, and the track that we've been working on has the potential to obviously open me up personally to their audience, which, I know they've gone like different directions in the pop world and in the banger world, and I get to be like, in a way, like placed into their kind of realm of things and get to gain some of their traction. Hell knows why they wanted to work with me. It's crazy. I don't know. They're amazing people. They're like the most insane people ever. Top lines are, like, as I said before, like grabbing like acapellas, like, and remixing them is a great way to start original ideas. And then obviously what I'm going to lead into with the track Giving Up that we're going to jump into the session. The top line for Giving Up, Jaden sent me through Dim Mak, sent me the top line, and I pretty much wrote the instrumental to it. I mean, there was this like rock instrumental already they had, and I stripped that all back, and I slowed the vocal down and put my touch on it, and then that's what the song is today.